Hello and welcome. I'm the Puertorican Critic, and I review it because I'm cooler than the Nostalgia Critic. Now, welcome to a new month I like to call Ralph Bakshi Month.
For those of you who don't know who Ralph Bakshi is, he's known for pioneering such adult animations like Fritz the Cat, Heavy Traffic, Hey Good Looking, and many others. He's one of the most interesting cartoonists around, and I'd like to show some of his work that he's done.
Now today we're going to look at a very interesting film that Ralph Bakshi made. Now I'm sure all of you are familiar with the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now around that time Roger Rabbit got pretty big. So Ralph Bakshi made a film despite Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And that movie was known as Cool World. Cool World starred Kim Basinger, Gabriel Byrne, and Brad Pitt. Surprisingly, this was Brad Pitt's, one of Brad Pitt's first movies that he was in. So, let's take a look at this film and see why Brad Pitt doesn't talk about this one as much.
So the film begins in 1945, where people are waiting for the departure of the soldiers after the war. Now in this is Brad Pitt's mother, who's waiting patiently to see if her son made it out alright. And they're waiting and waiting and waiting. Come on, hurry up, where are you? Stop making me wait so long. Even she's getting impatient. Where are you, Brad? Come on, we know you fought the Nazis. Huh, I wonder if he collected his Nazi scalps. Oh, wait, hold on, there he is. So Brad Pitt's reunited with his mom, and he's apparently happy. And they share a great big hug.
5 seconds, you're ready to cook. Come here, I got something to show you.
Well, wait a minute.
Outside.
Wait a minute, I haven't finished cooking yet.
So he decides to take his mother on a little road trip in his new bike. Holy crap, they opened up a Stargate! And he quantum leaps into Cool World. So the film flash forwards into Las Vegas in 1992, and it's here we are introduced to Gabriel Byrne's character, who's an ex-con cartoonist who's created Cool World. But as we all know, Cool World's been there longer than he created it. Why? I guess because he has dreams about it, and somehow he's connected to Cool World where he's actually there. And this is Miss Hollywood, who's a Marilyn Monroe satire, I guess. And he doesn't seem too shocked that he's in a world where there's cartoons. Oh, and don't worry about this purple guy. He really serves no purpose to the plot other than that he's Hollywood's pimp. And we're introduced to Brad Pitt again, who's become the detective in Cool World, who apparently hasn't aged. Well, I guess aging doesn't work in Cool World. So, yeah. Don't ask me how to explain it, but he just is. And he's a cop. Okay, let's just move on. I have no joke for this part. So pretty much Brad Pitt warns Holly about the rules of Cool World, how doodles can't have sex with noids. And it's explained later as to why they can't have sex with noids, but I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah, you guys just have to wait. So that's all Brad Pitt does, just makes sure noids don't have sex with humans. That's kind of weird. It's like an abstinence police. So Gabriel Byrne gets out of prison. The reason why he was in jail was because he killed his wife and her lover. Yeah, and apparently the FBI gives him a house. Why? I don't know. So he ends up going to Cool World again through his dream, and, well, let's just say the flesh proves weaker than the ink, because Hollywood becomes real. That is why noids can't have sex with doodles. They become human beings. Now, why is this a bad thing in Cool World? They never really explain it, but bad stuff happens later on, let's just say. And I guess since she has this new power, they can cross between worlds. The Cool World and our world. Wait a minute. What's
going on? Why am I in a different setting? Why am I wearing this shirt? What's going on?
So basically, Brad Pitt has to go and stop Hollywood because she plans on merging both Cool World and Our World together, which, trust me, is a really bad idea. I mean, how would you like if anime characters came up to you and did crazy shenanigans like cartoons do? But anyway, I'm off topic. So they exchange a quick goodbye and hope you come back, that kind of thing, you know, blah blah blah, love you, mushy mush. So you're probably asking yourself, how does Brad Pitt go back to our world? Well, he does this. He stands there, and then all of a sudden the background turns into a green screen of clips earlier. And yeah, forget that. And then he screams, and he's teleported into our world. Wait a minute, what?
Is it just me, or does Brad Pitt scream a lot? Well, what happens next is he tries to stop Holly, tries to bring him back into Cool World, and she pushes him off a cliff. Well, not a cliff, but the tall building. Basically, you get the metaphor. She pushes him off the building, he falls to his death, and he dies. Well, basically, the movie all ends where, you know, everything's safe, the world's safe, and as respect to Brad Pitt loving Cool World and feeling more that he belonged there, his friends take him back to Cool World, where he belongs.
To traffic in the Cool World nails, when they get killed by a doodle, they become a doodle themselves.
Hot dog. Dig it. Dig me. Ba-dum-bum. Bam.
Oh my God! Oh, Nails, he's alive! And he's gorgeous too.
Hubba bubba, baby. What do you think?
Oh, you're a hero, Harris. You saved the world.
So what are you waiting for? Come and get it.
What? That made no sense! They didn't explain that earlier in the story. So he's a cartoon now? What? So, in conclusion, what do I think of Cool World? Well, it's really good. I mean, yeah, there are some things that are kind of weird and they never really explain anything. But overall, the animation is amazing, the live action sequences are just as good, and the story itself is really unique. And I prefer this over Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, don't judge me on that. I mean, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is good on its own, you know, by its own genre. This is something different, unique. You gotta give props to Ralph Bakshi for doing this. And this is not the first time he mixed live action with animated stuff. So overall, I give Cool World a 3 out of 5. I mean, if you find it at the video store, rent it, buy it. But the weird thing is, a new copy of this movie costs around somewhere to $50, whereas a used copy is like around $7 to $10 used. So why is it so expensive? I don't know. Maybe it's because Paramount, this is the only release Paramount has. But you can buy it off iTunes for $9. Basically, buy the film, watch it, rent it, do whatever. Please check it out. It's a really cool movie. Well, that's all for this review. I'm the Puertorican Critic, and I review it because I'm cooler than you, Nostalgia Critic. You will feel my wrath!
Ralph Bakshi is the world's greatest cartoonist alive. And no, I am not going to review Fritz the Cat.